Let's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right. Today, we are fucking hostile because there's no better way for us to open up this conversation because we are indeed fucking hostile. You might say, far beyond driven.
Oh, God. I don't want to go home again already.
So it begins.
It's a vulgar display of power.
You guys suck. I'm going home already. I'll just text you my list.
We're going to reinvent the steel.
Oh,
It's official 101 proof.
You want me to throw one in?
Hey,
No, I don't want to.
okay, well then don't. That's fine.
I want to beat your head in with a primal concrete sledge. How about
There he
that?
goes.
And later
See?
I'll be shedding skin.
No, God, no. No.
No. So,
God damn it. I just want to sleep right now.
the name that wants to go to sleep is Talbert. Talbert, you brought
Hola.
Pantera to the dance probably before we did the Megadeth episode.
I think so.
Probably somewhere around when we did the Metallica one. So talk to me about Pantera. I know a lot of this, but our listeners probably don't.
About what?
About Pantera. Why do you love them? Why did you want to talk about Pantera today?
Because I'm a redneck.
Well, there you go.
It's just, I don't know. Like back when I was younger, it was like the hardest thing around back then. That was mainstream-ish. You know, before you had like tape traders and Napster and LimeWire.
Yeah.
You got your computer aids.
Yes.
Computer aids.
I don't know. Just something clicked with me, and like even back then, I knew about their history before Cowboys from Hell,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was funny. But you know, that was something that spilled over into Cowboys from Hell, which I will speak of later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they were always one of my favorite bands growing up, and every December 8th, me and my buddies in Portsmouth still get together and have dime night. Now that I'm sober, though, I don't drink. I just drink the fucking Coke. I don't drink the
Black
I
tooth
don't-
grin.
Yeah, I just have black tooth.
Yeah.
I don't grin very much.
But I laugh at everybody else. So
Yeah, I
this is
just
kinda
sit
the
there.
same.
Yeah, I sit there and watch everyone else. But yeah, it's I mean, dime kind of helped me make me want to play guitar.
Yeah,
So it's like,
absolutely. Him and Marty.
yeah, old Marty Friedman. Yeah,
More on that on After the Fact, I'm sure. But
yeah. We'll get into the
so-
me episode.
the other voice you hear, my own Andy.
Yes.
I'm stealing it for now.
Wait,
The metal maestro, Andy. How are you doing? And
I want an Andy.
well, he's
Dream
right
team.
there.
Dream team.
It's the dream team.
Dream team.
Tell me about Pantera. I mean, again, I feel like I pretty much know this answer, but
Yeah, and really kind of thinking back to it, like, I think, my first exposure before I really knew Pantera has to be the greatest movie soundtrack pretty much of all time, The Crow, because everybody remembers the badge,
uh-huh.
Oh
You know.
God, yeah, I forgot. Well,
you know,
yeah, I remember now. But
it's
it's true. That was a good song.
which, the main thing that stuck out to me on that song was the movie clips before and after, because it was very vulgar,
Mhm.
and when you're like 12, 13, that's hot shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we gonna curse tonight,
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh, we're not allowed to curse.
No, it's fun.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking
Oh.
hell.
And then, and then beyond that, probably around Reinventing the Steel, or maybe just a little bit before then, is like the dime renaissance or whatever, when he started, being on like Guitar Magazine covers and everything everywhere. That's, when
That's your guy.
That's when it went full.
Yeah. So for me, you're looking at the reason I'm,
Yeah.
I'm even halfway into Pantera. Talbert and I would be in the Stank Ho.
Oh
And-
man, that was my car, by the way. We weren't actually in a stank hoe.
And back in cassette days, the rotation was Megadeth, Pantera, Metallica on lesser occasions, but those three, sometimes there'd be Clutch, but
Yeah.
it was mostly Pantera. And so even at that time, they're on my radar. I'm getting into Pantera just from it being around, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So
He didn't have a choice. He was in my car. And I was driving.
that's
Go
the
ahead,
truth.
Go ahead. And put
But
that in there.
but that's
there
what
are
it
worse
was like.
things you could be subjected to,
No,
from
absolutely.
our point of view, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been worse. I could have been listening to I don't know,
Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba or
Ugh.
Rest in
FYC.
Oh God, finding cannibals.
So there's lots of things we could have been listening to, but it was Pantera. So I have fond memories attached to Pantera of just hanging with my bro.
Oh.
So that's a lot of what
Me in a fun way.
that's a lot of what this was like going back. But like it's also more than that. I realized as you're listening to the music, but this isn't like a deep discog because obviously we lost Dime way too soon. But when you're going through this, like, what are you looking for, Talbert, to put your 20 together? Like, how are we attacking this, like, to show people what's up?
For me personally, it's what gets me going.
Mhm.
Is like what I like, and it's funny because I mean I don't have any recordings of when I used to play way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no Dime, I'll tell you that right now. But there were some nuances with his rhythm playing that I picked up on, and to me personally, that was kind of like a thing there. And like I said, also it was kind of like the hardest mainstream stuff out there that was available to us at the time.
But it wasn't even,
But
or at least where I grew up, it wasn't very mainstream at all. Like, I don't think I ever heard a Pantera song on the radio probably until I got in this area. And by then, like, Pantera was already in the past. Really.
yeah, they didn't. Well, even back then, they didn't play it on the radio.
We
But
didn't get a ton of it. Walk, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
You know, you had a
You'd hear Walk.
handful.
Yeah, you might hear Walk, and then, like, yeah, it was you know, if it was like a college radio or
Mhm.
like if it was like a metal show, because that's I remember that's when I heard like Reinventing the Steel like debuted. They debuted.
Reinventing
know.
the Steel got a good amount of play from '99 here.
Yeah.
yeah, they
And-
did. But that was like he was saying, it's kind of like they're
Yeah,
on
it
their
had
way
to be
out
on-
back
yeah, they're on their way out, and like, yeah, it was a metal show that was on the Buzzard, 100.7 WMMS up in Cleveland.
Shout
And-
out.
Yeah. You know, back when they used to be good, they were the FM 99 of this
Of
area.
there, yeah.
Nothing
You know.
but rock.
But probably cooler, just because
Because
North
Cleveland
Coast.
versus here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like hearing Revolution is my name and all the artificials, and it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get a full chubby when you're a guitar player, and like
Yeah, you
you're
hear
into that,
stuff
and they're like,
that, yeah.
this is the fucking coolest riff ever. It's
Yep.
so badass.
Well, another thing too, though, like Beavis and Butthead had Pantera on them.
Oh yeah.
too. They had Unbroken,
Oh,
Yeah.
which
Pantera.
is funny because I don't like that song very much personally, but it also opened me up to another little band called Crowbar. Because
Yes.
Phil was rocking a Crowbar shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Later on, like not that long ago, I saw an interview where he was saying he purposefully wore that to help to get them a little bit of exposure.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I
So-
to that point, the Beavis and I still. Oh, Pantera, what's the matter? Gonna cut the grass? You little baby! I'll kick your ass. Just,
Yeah.
that was for the This Love video. But yeah, they were on like several times on Beavis and Butthead, which, if you couldn't tell by the way Talbert and I talk, was like a religion for us.
Yeah, we actually had our own holiday.
Yes.
It was the day after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
That was the very last episode, and we had a feast of Thanksgiving leftovers. That was our tribute to Beavis and Butthead.
Yep.
It was
So-
a national holiday.
Andy, like when you're putting your list together, what are you looking to put out there for people?
There was, it was a lot of like, what grabs you, what moves you, kind of thing. But skipped over a few of like the big hits because obviously, like you play Walk. Oh yeah, I know this band, but like, there's a lot more than that, and like you can't really judge a book by the cover, so to speak. Like there's so much heaviness going on, and some really cool, phenomenal guitar work all the way around, and some great lines and everything else, like rhythms that just fucking grab you, and it's just running, in the gym and whatever.
Whatever gets you pumping.
Yeah.
Gets my blood flowing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I said this in the chat, but when I first looked at the list, like immediately, like 10 to 15 songs already just jumped out at me without even having to listen.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And I was like, I didn't want to like pick anything, before I got into it. I was just like, I'm gonna listen, do my normal routine of like start at the beginning, listen through the discography, like this one's going in the list, and just kind of see where I end up at the end of the listen, and then if I needed more, I'd go back. But this time I basically didn't.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah, kind of like Justin actually said it in our chat. I've had this list ready since I was 15 years old, and it's true. I haven't looked at it at all. I haven't thought about it. I
It was
haven't listened to
basically like
Pantera
how
yet.
I did the Metallica episode.
Yeah.
That's the way it was with Megadeth for me too. I didn't even bother. Like
Yeah.
I already know what I'm picking.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, so for me, like I'm like I said, there was like 15 songs that like already just jumped out. Whether they ended up ultimately on my list or not, like I had to like switch some stuff out for like kind of like you guys said, stuff that really gets the blood pumping, and then I weighed out because there was a fourth person on this panel. Hopefully Curtis is feeling well by the time this comes out. He'll be better.
Oh yeah,
but,
hope you feel good, bud.
But you kind of weigh out which hits to bring in, which ones you want to bring to the dance. And so, I definitely have some of that. And then you got some like personal favorites. Some I knew were Talbert's favorites. So therefore they became my favorites just because
by proxy.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, he was brainwashed. He was indoctrinated by me.
Yeah.
Talbert may have made half of my list on accident.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So basically your list is in the conversation. Right?
so we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of this part of the game is because sure, like the cuts that we made might not have worked out though.
Yeah.
Because he didn't actually look at it. I did.
Yeah.
Like I toiled.
Yeah,
I
I did.
toiled over my list a little. So,
Yeah.
I had to put thought into it just because I hadn't gone back to Pantera in quite some time. I kind of grew out of Pantera like 01, 02, somewhere around there.
I was going to say, now that I'm getting older, I don't really listen to him that much anymore. And I really don't really listen to anything hard anymore anyway. I mean, I play music. I play thrash in a thrash band, but I don't listen to it. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to jazz now, man. It's weird. Like, I'm
Look at Mr. Hoity Toity.
yeah, I'm all Mr. Hoity-toity now. But I mean, that's just, I guess it's because I'm old. I listen to, like, classic rock,
Yeah, well, like
which is
Pantera's
weird.
almost classic rock
Yeah.
now. I mean,
Hey,
they're a
shut
little
your
bit,
mouth.
they're a little bit
Shut
heavy
your mouth.
to be classic rock, but I mean,
Hey, my
basically,
music isn't classic rock, young boy.
you know,
That's
we're at
what
that
my
age.
dad told me one time.
Yeah,
I was like, "Why
Old
you listen to this
Talbert.
old shit?"
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I don't know. I will say that jumping back into this world, it's undeniable that Dime is the unique part about Pantera, right? Like
Yeah.
the sum of the parts is what makes Pantera great. But
yeah.
Dime
When
is-
you look at the offshoots post Pantera, like the most Pantera band was Damage Plan.
Mhm.
You know, when Phil went and did Superjoint, that's just Phil singing with some other band.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
You know, Hell Yeah was kind of whatever.
That was I need a paycheck, brother.
Yeah. You know, but Damage Plan was like, if Pantera kept going, this is where they would be.
You know what? I'll touch on this later too. But when I listen to Reinventing the Steel, I hear Damage Plan. We'll get
Interesting.
to it when
Yeah.
we get to it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But that would make
There's
sense.
a couple songs to
Yeah,
me that
'cause-
sound like Damage Plan songs.
Was it Newfound Power or whatever was the Damage Plan record? And
Yeah.
that was 03, 04? Yeah.
It's right after.
Yeah, it was
Steel.
right after. So, I mean, you know, it makes sense.
So
I can name that song out in particular if you want.
well, let me ask you this. So we'll get into this next portion of the conversation. Now, this is something that didn't happen when you were on the Megadeth show. So now what we do is the final say.
Oh, what's that?
We each get to take a pick at how many you think we're going to get through unanimously. If you hit the number on the head, you get to pick the 10th song, no questions asked.
Ooh,
So how many do you think?
such power here.
Yeah.
How many vulgar display of?
Please stop.
Right. So, how many? It's to get all the way. I know I've done this before, but it's how many are we going to get all the way through
Right.
unanimous?
Like,
How many
are on
unanimous
all
picks
three of
are
our
gonna
lists?
go? Oh, man.
Right.
See, I'm gonna screw this up for you boys because I don't like the ones that everybody likes.
Okay.
So I'll say 3.
3. Okay. That's fair. What do you think, Andy?
Watch it go. By the way, y'all didn't get the 3 reference.
Right.
Vulgar video if you haven't looked.
I feel pretty confident in some of our picks. Just reading the room right now. of
Mhm.
3 hot men in a room.
Man, 3 fucking sexy bitches.
He
Um,
meant it's sweating
and
in here.
It's very hot and
I'm
sweaty.
going kind of big with 6.
I like it
Ooh.
big, Andy.
There you
Yeah.
go. There
Give me
you
that
go.
Big 6.
Well, then that leaves 4 open for me. I'm going to take
Yeah.
4. 4 is what I've been thinking all along because I feel like the one that felt like maybe it was a home run after this discussion is probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to sway you there.
So maybe we'll leave that one out. But we're going to take a quick pause, and when we come back, we're gonna play the game. And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The three of us have combed through the Pantera discography in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you, in case you have never given Pantera the time of day. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Or all you know is walk.
Or all you
Either
know
way.
is walk.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to start with what I was going to start with.
Why not?
Because I will start with the other one that I was thinking about starting with. I led with it on the intro. This I don't think is like, our number one song, but I do think it really shows what Pantera is going to be right off the jump. Fucking Hostile.
Yeah, it's on my list.
That's a no from Talbert.
See,
He's combing through. He's checking the Rolodex.
no, because
Yeah.
I'm in my mind, I do this by album.
Okay. Yeah.
I go in chronological order.
Right. That's how I do mine.
Yeah. So thanks for screwing our plan up, Justin.
Yeah, no problem.
Fucking Hostile, I guess. See, I picked 3 for unanimous, so I kind of have to rig the game. Way to go,
Play to
Just.
win.
Just to make y'all happy, I'll say yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Well, no, but honestly, it is part of what made them, put them on the map. I mean, back then, the word "fucking" on an album,
Right?
you couldn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
automatic
that
getting
was
the
edgy.
explicit
Yeah,
lyrics.
you
know,
automatically got Tipper Gore's seal of approval.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. Bloody boom. All right. Talbert?
All right, so again, I'm going to go in chronological order. So I'm going to go off of Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to power metal, and I'm not going to Projects in the Jungle or anything like that.
Right.
We can if you want to. I choose not to. Anyhow, so I'm going with Domination.
Good song.
It's a great song, actually. Now, why I chose Domination, out of all those songs on that album, that's the one that does not sound like that album. And it sounds like what would be on Vulgar.
Yeah, it does.
Because there's no high-pitched glam singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like listening, and I was going back through my playlist today, some, and it was like, some of those songs are very much still
They're
like
very...
coming off of the heels of power metal.
Yeah, it was back in 90, man. That's what was hot back in
Yeah.
89. Not so much in 90.
Yeah.
91.
So I'll say this. 2 things. Number 1, fucking Hostile was one of the answers that we got from listeners when I asked, what do you consider essential Pantera? Domination was another one.
Well, yeah.
But I
We don't
cannot
need- they don't
back
need
you up.
us.
I cannot back you up because I did not have it either.
Oh, you're throwing the game.
It goes into the, well, I mean, if you
Took a
want to read
dive.
my list, it's right here. All right.
Damn it.
Andy?
All right. And one thing, because I know you're big on it, Pantera is very much a track one
Yes.
band.
They do. They hit you
Yeah.
in the face.
They
as
will
soon as
fucking smack your dick.
Yes. That's a good way to put it. Yes.
Not in a fun way.
Yeah. And so I did go Cowboys,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Cowboys from Hell. I got it.
I mean, it's kind of a big one, but also it's fucking Cowboys, man.
It's
It's
track
a
one.
fucking killer riff.
It's also track 1, album 1 from where we selected. So,
yeah.
like, you're immediately getting what the essence of what Pantera is and can be,
Yeah.
like immediately, which is
And
critically
it's not
important.
like the vocals. It's not super power metally.
Mhm.
It's kind of, a mid range. It's not quite yet to vulgar, but it's
It's an in between point.
yeah,
It's a gateway song.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it kind of is.
but that's what we're trying to do here. So
If you go based upon musicality, yeah. But to me, it's the damn singing.
yeah, I get that.
taking over this town.
Yeah,
No.
So is
Plus,
that-
I love a good flanger, man. A good flange riff.
That's
yeah.
what I was gonna say though.
Yeah.
That because it hits you with that flange. But so if I have to think about what I want somebody else to listen to
Mhm.
to get an idea for this band, I can look at it one of two ways. Here's what I think is the best of the best, or I can show you how they progressed.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna go and just let one of you two have that 10th pick, and I'll put Cowboys on there just because the show where they started and where they ended up at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think immediately you hear that, and you're already kind of like,
This is something different.
this is something.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, your point is well taken. Phil is definitely better in vulgar on.
Yeah, most definitely. Like his testicles dropped.
Yeah.
Where they're like, hey man, these glam albums aren't selling too well anymore.
But those stops there.
Time for you boys to get a tattoo or two and get on out there.
That right there. Come on. So there we go.
Come on.
See, that's where it messes it
Yeah,
all
yeah.
up.
You know.
Come on! Like, whoa, hold on, man. Is this LA Guns? Like,
All right. Where do I want to go now? Crazily enough, this one did get some radio play. So I know what you guys said, but we got to get it out there. 5 minutes alone.
nope.
No, I think.
Nope.
Yeah, that one was close, but it didn't quite make the cut.
It didn't make it for me.
Yeah.
Cool video.
Yeah.
Not
Not a
the
bad song,
best.
but yeah, it's like it's a weak solo
Yeah, it really
on
is.
that one, but it's like otherwise like
The coolest part about that whole video is the dive bomb.
Yeah.
When all the strings get relaxed.
yeah.
I used to do
And
that
then
all
the
the time.
fucking the riff, itself is good because
Yeah.
it hits like a truck, but yeah.
All right. Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
You can't hit them all. All
No,
right.
no.
Talbert?
Go back up to Cowboys.
All right.
Rex Brown is a very underrated bass player.
Okay.
The art of shredding, though. You hear that song start, that just go do 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 do. But just for the vocals are trash for me. But the actual guitar playing and the way the song breaks down in the middle of it too. But again, that's just mainly to show the talent.
I got
of
it.
the whole band.
I got it on my list.
It is not on mine.
Okay. It's a 2, so it's a live for combo.
Yeah.
All right. Andy?
Alrighty. This one I again harkens back to the Buzzard Radio metal show. And one feature that I always enjoyed was they had the one DJ's name went by Spike, and he had Spike's Poetry Corner, and he would do like a dramatic reading of like lyrics from
Oh
a
man,
song.
that sounds the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he would just
Always
like
wanted to do that, too.
yeah, he would do like a dramatic reading. He would just read the lyrics, and then like you had to call in if you knew what the song was.
Yeah.
And Shattered was one he did.
Ah.
It's a pretty
I like Shaq.
heavy. If it's very power metal-y lyrics, but
Yeah.
it's on my list.
I don't have that one. It looks like we're going to be all over the place on Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Back to me, huh? Shoot. I'm staying at the top of my list, even though these are clearly going to be the misses.
You don't know that for sure. You think you know somebody.
I got Drag the Waters.
I'll put Dragon Waters on there.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah, that's on mine.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
all
got
right.
Drag the Waters. I'm gonna drag them some more.
Drag the water
Some more. All right, so
I'll drag them like never before. See how I'm doing this dramatic reading?
Yeah.
It's the best. Me and Justin used to do that too, actually, back then.
yes,
Is it
we did.
dark where you are? Have the people, changed?
I remember the first time I did that. You were like, "What?"
Dude, I couldn't. I was like, "What in the hell are you doing?" And they were like singing, like
That was
saying
Smashing
Pumpkins
yeah.
lyrics
And
in a questioning format. Is it black where you are? Have the people changed? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
What am I looking for again? I forgot. Drag the Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking for Drag the Waters,
Drag
man.
the Waters. Yeah, man. That pinch.
Yep.
Honestly, Trendkill was like the definitive album in their sound too.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I don't know that you can argue against. Like,
Not my favorite overall album, honestly.
Agreed, but when you listen to Trendkill, it's Pantera through and through. Like
Yeah.
all of it is like you can make a case. Like in a situation like this, you can make a case for each song.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't think there's anything weak on there. Like I mean, personal preference taken out of it. Like I feel like the heavier hitters are on the other records, but pound for pound, Trendkill has everything you want if you want a Pantera record.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't just pick every damn song from there. So.
And that's also true. All right, so Drag the Waters was me, and it's in, so it is Talbert's turn.
All
And we're
right.
at Talbert's 3 already.
No, I've already shot my load, so I'm good. I could have rigged this if it held out a little longer, but it wasn't going to work, so. All right, so I'm going to move up to Vulgar. I'm going to go a new level.
Yeah. Again, another 1-1, you know.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. A new level for me. I am
To me, it's
smart.
more that chromatic riff.
No,
No, not that
Stop
one.
it.
We'll talk about that one later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember blasting this in that stank hoe. The song, not this.
Right. Well, and when you listen to something like this, you can see, like, where the Deftones came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat.
I mean, it's not apples for apples, but
No.
like that, I would think that Dime definitely influenced Stephen Carpenter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, it influenced me. Well, actually, I think this was like Drop D too.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
remember right.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of drop D riffs.
On this album, it was. Yeah.
All right. Andy?
My last one from Cowboys.
Damn, you're sticking on that one a while.
Well, yeah. I only had 3
Well,
on
that's
there.
your-
I had,
it's your-
I had
it's
3
your
songs.
choice.
I had 3
Yeah.
songs from that album.
All right.
You know,
I hope I like this one.
you got to go
Don't do it.
past the
I
cemetery.
was gonna say we're gonna do a countdown 3, 2, 1. We all say it at the same
Yeah.
time.
I got it.
Yeah.
Ah, that high note at the end. I can hit that note, but you have children here trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I mean, I don't want to, but I kind of have to.
That riff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, mine's more of the last note at the end. Well, actually, the more harmonic squeals at the end of the song. It's like, dude, what's he doing to that cat?
Red rum. Red rum.
But it also,
Is this some conspiracy?
this one sticks out like a
Crucified
sore thumb on this record, too, just for this intro alone.
Yeah.
It's like, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's like not quite ballady, but like this is as soft as we go kind of thing.
Right.
I mean,
But it's
they
still about
actually-
cemeteries and shit because we're
Yeah.
hard.
we're cemetery gates.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because if you're watching play this live, like after they recorded it, the high pitched shit is not there at all, and the intro is not there at all.
Of
They
course.
just go right into the dun. They just do that,
Yeah.
and at the end they just riff it out. They don't.
Did we just...
Well, they used to. They don't anymore.
Hold on a second.
What?
We're already at 5. So we are past my 4, too. Andy's 6, very much alive.
Yeah.
For now,
For now. All right, so...
is it the most without going over?
No. Well, yeah. Like, if we go over 6, then nobody gets it.
Yeah.
So we just talk.
No.
Yeah, you got to be on the money.
This isn't any fun.
Well, it
I
is.
don't like this game anymore. I want to go home. Got a long drive.
All right. Shoot. How about 13 Steps to Nowhere?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
13 steps.
All right. All right.
All right, so we met Andy's 6.
Yeah, hold on.
Awful quick.
Yeah, we did.
Though we still haven't gotten to Driven. Or
I'm getting ready to go to Driven right now.
I'll have
I've got.
one left on, or no, I have 2 left on Vulgar. So.
Got everything.
The fills and
I
everything.
can put this whole. I can put every song on Driven except for 2 on there. Obviously, Planet Caravan is not one of my picks. You want to waste 20 minutes of your life?
It was a cool cover though.
For what it was, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Talbert.
All right. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me. I'm going to go 25 years off of Far Beyond Driven.
No.
I got
I
it.
didn't think so.
I
but,
do.
Yeah, see? Justin knows what's up.
Like I said.
I mean, it's my thing because that was the one that didn't have a lead in it. Didn't have a solo. But it had a really catchy riff. And that's just funny because that's how I play now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the shit. Like, that's just how I play now.
All right, Andy.
Yeah. So going back to
Cowboys. No.
no. going back to
He
Vulgar.
picks every song off Cowboys.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's a really good album, guys.
Come on, guys. Don't you agree?
You know, I mean, they're like the Cowboys from hell. They're from
Yeah, that's like
Texas.
their name, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like Cowboys from hell.
Yeah, cause hot Texas, man.
Yeah, it's hot. God damn it, just go. I'm sorry.
And I'm gonna take this love.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yes.
Fuck, you can't deny like that.
Can't deny it.
The
It's love.
fucking breakdown riff,
Bum, 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 bum,
but
bum,
it's the fucking fast riff right before it too,
Yeah.
though. And that's the fucking pinnacle.
It's everything about that, and then of course I've got Beavis and Butthead in my brain while it's happening too. Like, I mean, can this get left off the list? But also I couldn't leave it off mine because
Yeah.
there is way too
I was
much
like, I
attached
knew
to it.
like immediately, like, oh, that's definitely going on there because of, that
Yeah.
riff.
And then at the end, I think about like Phil is just like in agony, like because he's just throwing himself all over the
Oh, 'cause
place.
I thought you had to listen to the song.
Dun, 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 dun,
But yeah,
No more trap.
dun, dun, dun,
I do like
dun,
that.
dun,
The
dun,
breakdown there in that
dun,
song, I do
dun,
like
dun,
that. But
dun, dun, dun. Oh God, so good.
do you have a business as adult movies and shows?
We'll talk about that later
Hell yeah, I want to talk about that later.
because that's not what you think it is.
I hope it is what I think it is.
No, it isn't.
It's really just Firefly.
I was gonna say it's
I'll
not
talk
like
another
it's not
one-off
like,
season.
Yeah, it's not like it's like the,
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I still got 10 left. Bum, 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 bum. Fuck it. I'll trot out some steel. Yesterday don't mean shit.
yes.
Yeah.
I have that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday don't mean jack shit.
Yeah. Yesterday don't mean jack shit.
What did we use this for?
Oh my god.
We
did
used it
use
for
something.
MIW
Yeah, it was
for
like
something.
MIW.
Yeah.
It was our fake wrestling federation we had. When I say fake wrestling, I don't mean it was actually fake because I got hurt.
Well, Jason didn't know how to fake.
My brother didn't know how to sell shit. And everything hurt. Every match was a hardcore match with my brother. We used it for something, though.
We did. I don't remember what it was.
You are a victim of maximum impact wrestling. And then my dog, out of nowhere, like had a seizure right after I said that.
And ran up the
It
wall.
ran up the wall. Yeah, he like ran up the wall. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? It's like, it was just perfect timing.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Wow. All right.
Yep.
Talbert?
I'm gonna stay on Far Beyond. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Strength beyond strength.
No.
Mister, they always start with that first
Yeah,
song.
that was
punch
I
in
mean,
the
it's a
face.
good song. Yeah, it's a 1-1. But I was
I
like,
know, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I got one more of that album because I had to put it on there, but we'll get to that in a minute.
All right. Can't save you, friend. Sorry. All right. Andy?
All right.
Boo.
Then I have my last one from Vulgar was No Good, Attack the Radical.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
I'll agree with him.
Okay. There,
It
gets
wouldn't
into
have
the
made my
combo.
list, but I'll agree with him just because I like the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of went for some of like not necessarily like I guess they are deeper cuts, but also like hit some breadth of their work and
Yeah,
like,
you got to show what they can be capable of.
and just again it's if the fucking riff hits bad and I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Well, just so you guys know, we're already at an NTP. We have 7 through unanimously, and we have a decision to make. At worst, there are 4 through into the conversation. I've got 1, 2, 3.
What's
4,
the most that
6,
have ever
7,
gone
8,
through?
9.
Like, what if we end
13.
up having to cut?
That happened.
Yeah.
AJR earlier this year, we had to cut from 13 down to 10. That was brutal because it's like we all agreed on this. Now we have to cut it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, maybe we'll do like 2 more rounds and then I'll just dump out. I think that sounds like a good plan.
Why would you want to dump out, man?
Well, because what? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Go for
5,
broke,
6,
man.
7,
Because we
8.
might all
still
have
got-
the same agreement.
I know, but I mean, at this point, it's not out of the question that we hit 10. We have 7 with that much
we'll definitely
left.
hit. Yeah, we'll definitely hit 10.
We're gonna
So,
hit
like,
10. I know that.
I still
but
got
mean, I've got 3 albums to get to.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm only just now cracking into Driven, bro.
Yeah, and I'm about to finish Driven. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have a ways to go.
All right. Well, let me trot one out that I might be out on my own on. Good friends and a bottle of pills.
Yep.
Oh,
That's all you.
No, it's not. It's me too.
Okay.
all right. So that's
Well,
a
it's
2.
just not me then.
It's just not Andy.
Yeah.
All right. Talbert.
Because there's nothing like some good friends and a bottle of pills.
I mean, I hate the message.
Yeah.
Love the song.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was my Far Beyond Driven. There was actually more songs on there I liked better, but just to again show the range. So I'll move on to Trend Kill. Floods.
Yep.
Yeah. Floods.
That
Yes,
fucking
Floods.
guitar
Yeah.
solo, man.
Which I think that's all my songs off of Trend Kill have been said now.
You haven't even gotten there yet.
So
We did it for you,
yeah,
friend.
yeah. So that means I don't have. Yeah, I get like such the wettest chorus
Yeah,
riff. Yeah.
but yeah,
Y'all, we're already at 8.
we gotta keep going.
We're gonna have to cut.
That's fine with me, man.
Yeah.
I'll fight for what I believe in. Not really, because I can't be your home. 9:30 is my bedtime, and it's 9:22. So,
Uh-oh. We better hurry up.
and I still got like a almost hour long drive. I gotta drive to my associate's house and drop her car off and get mine. Anyway.
All right, so Floods is in. Andy.
Yeah. All right. And going to Far Beyond Driven, I was Becoming.
Yep.
Okay, I don't have that one, but again, that's one that listeners said Becoming was one
Yeah.
of them. So I was wrong on that, but we'll come back to that if we need it. We may not need it. All right. I keep skipping that one. I keep skipping that one.
Why you keep skipping? Yeah, just
I'll
pick your
I'll get
list,
those.
son.
I'll get those out later. Those are
Oh.
ones that I'm pretty sure you guys don't have.
You don't know that.
I do.
Name one right now.
I
A
won't.
freebie. No, as a freebie.
How dare
Doesn't
you?
count on the list.
I'll get back. I'll get back to it.
Ugh.
How about Living Through Me, Hell's
Yep.
Wrath?
Yes.
Oh,
Because you're living through me.
I think.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah. I think Andy already said he's done with
Correct.
Trend Kill.
Yeah.
Okay. Tower?
Great album though.
Now look, I like Suicide Note Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
I really
it's,
do.
It's a good one. I didn't put him on there.
But you gotta have Part 2.
You know,
You gotta.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
And partly I didn't put part 2 on because like most of the time I was used to hearing it on 101 Official Live, and like it's very like
It's not
it's
real.
not a very clean
Yeah, it's
mix,
not
so
a
it's
good-
like
yeah.
hearing it on the album you get a cleaner version. I'm like, oh, okay, that's better idea of what's going on. But
Well, look at this. You guys can see the list here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of my picks. 3 of those 4 were unanimous.
Well, like I'm
So-
saying, I mean, to me, that album, I could put every song on there.
Exactly the point.
Pretty much.
Exactly the point.
Yeah.
So, all right, Andy.
Hard Lines, Sunken Cheeks,
Yeah. That's a good one, too.
Off Driven.
Did I not go? No. Okay, so that's 2.
I'll say it's not on my list, but I agree with
Oh.
you. It's not on my list.
The trickery.
I'm a fool.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I think there's only like 5 left.
Don't worry, I'm getting closer.
All right.
I'm close.
I'll go back to Steel. How about Hellbound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 1-1.
Yeah.
There we go. Hellbound in Fort Worth, Texas. Hellbound. Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I remember the.
It's like the P.D. Pablo of heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? It's like P.D. Pablo is all about North Carolina. And
Another
That's
another
the flange.
another
It's
flange
the
riff.
flange
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
But you alluded to it, Andy. This is track 1 of the record,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, it's a Pantera record. We're here.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
go.
But he didn't agree with strength feeling strength. So. And nobody said
couldn't-
Tranquil yet.
It couldn't be, super obvious.
Yeah.
Give those other tracks a chance.
I mean, that's kind of why I'm like you. I'm not trying to get the big ones out there. I'm trying to find deep cuts.
All right. Talbert?
I don't know if I want to stay on Tranquil or not. I mean, I do like War Nerve, but I'm not gonna say that yet. I'll go Reinventing the Steel. I like Goddamn Electric.
I got it.
I didn't put it. It was like,
Yeah.
could have, but
What's funny, Steel is like my no, it's not my least favorite, but there's 2 other records in there I like more, but
It's
I
weird.
still really like Reinventing the Steel. Like,
Yeah.
I had a different.
I could have
sound.
put a lot of that record on there, but I was like, I try to spread the wealth.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to do that too.
As I was going through, I had a whole lot more from Steel than I thought I was going to have. So, yeah. All right. Andy?
All right. Which I punned earlier, Shedding Skin.
I don't have that one.
No.
All
I
right.
feel like all my other Driven songs will probably be flops, which is fine.
All right. Well, let's go back to Trendkill, and we got to have the Great Southern Trendkill.
I'll agree with you on that one.
And I do not have it since I've tapped out that album.
Yeah. So
I
that's
mean,
2. All right. Talbert?
I'm going back to Steel. I'll Cast a Shadow.
Oh, wow.
I was so close. Like, I really wanted that one. Because, like, there's those couple towards the end of that album that are fucking bangers.
I really only have 3 left. I'm looking at, and I know for a fact. Actually, I know for a fact all 3 of them you guys do not have.
Quit
For a fact.
being a. No, man.
I
you
know
can't.
for a fact that
Well,
you
then
don't.
state
So-
them.
All right, Andy, you're up.
Break them out,
Alright.
big boy. Present.
Use My Third Arm from Driven.
Present them. You see.
All
That fucking worked perfectly, didn't it?
Yeah, right? Present them. Use my third arm.
Look, a
I
fucking
am the
baby's
master
arm
of
holding an
timing on
apple.
that one. Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to dump out my last 3 because I know you guys don't have them.
You don't know that.
I do. All right, so number 1, you already said you don't like I'm Broken.
I don't.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that don't mean you can't say it.
I know. I'm going to say it.
Well, mark it down.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Jeez. Jerk.
There it is. There's one. Next one is, again, I know you guys already moved on from Cowboys, so Psycho Holiday.
Dumb title.
Very dumb title.
I mean,
Fun song, but
yeah. I was going to say, it's a fun song. But I'm not here for fun. I'm here to wreck ass.
Well, and then my last one, we can't do this conversation without this song. I don't care if nobody else has it. Walk. We have to have this. That has to be here somewhere. It doesn't have to make the list.
right, yeah, it has to be mentioned.
It
yes.
has to- you
Somebody
have to bring
it
it
has
up,
to be
yeah.
on
Right.
somebody's list because let's be real, it took them to the next level. Like the
A
popularity
new level, if you will.
a very new level. And I mean, it was Rob Van Dam's theme song. It was like it. And it's probably the remaining living Pantera song that you can still hear. So,
I mean, they play
yeah,
the hell
it's-
out of it on the radio.
Yeah, it's one that I've played with my first band, like, all the time. That was one of the first covers we did was Walk.
So, like, sure, it may not make our list, but if one of us didn't say it, that's foolishness.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm tapped out though.
Yeah.
All right, and actually, before you get rid of yours, where are we at? We are at 9. So none of us win, and we only have one song to discuss. Yeah. Well, you guys can make it a little bit more than that, but all right, Talbert, what do you got left?
I want to say Death Rattle.
Death Rattle. Death Rattle was close for me.
So yeah. Again, there's like a lot of some of these ones on. I mean, like look at those fucking bangers there at the end of Steel, like Death Rattle, Uplift, Makes Them Disappear, Cast a
my
Shadow.
thing is, It Makes Them Disappear sounds like a Damage Plan song to me.
Okay.
Just play the intro real quick.
Sure.
You'll see what I'm talking about. Just the intro. When I hear that, I hear Damage Plan.
I get it.
Just because that doesn't sound like Pantera.
It's a little bit of that.
But it has the chord structure.
It's got the drippy chorus riff like we had on was that on Hard Lines?
Kind of.
What else you got, man?
I'll go back to let's say Slaughtered.
Obviously, I don't have it, but
No,
can you save him, Andy?
I cannot.
Oh wait, you already did Driven, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. You should be pretty close to done though, right?
Yeah,
Is
I'm
that
done.
it? Is
I'm
that it?
done. Yeah.
All right. What you got left for fun, Andy?
Plenty.
You've got to belong to it.
No.
What is wrong with us?
Because
Like,
when you
everybody
do,
just likes
you
to
got to
sing
belong
like
to
Phil.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you have to belong to
You
it.
got to belong to it.
Yeah. And then the song that basically cemented my love, which was Revolution.
Revolution was really close for me. Very, very close for me. Again,
Which I need to rework my cover of that one I have on my SoundCloud. I'm like, I gotta update this.
Surprisingly, Steel. I mean, I remember liking it when it came out, but I feel like I kind of like it more now.
I was gonna say I appreciate it more now.
I think that's the word I'm looking for.
I didn't
appreciate it
necessarily
more.
love it back then.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, okay, this is different. But it was like, it's almost like that girl you didn't really take, you didn't really appreciate when you had her.
Yeah.
When you were younger.
I feel like that's
And then it's like-
after the fact conversation.
Though that album cover was
yeah.
definitely like probably one of the first like kind of memes. Like we would all joke and do that at like high school parties. We'd grab the bottle of Jack and fucking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fellas, we got nine through unanimously. So our work here, I mean, it's not going to be easy, but
Yeah.
we still got to get one more. But here we go. Cowboys from Hell, Cemetery Gates, A New Level, Fucking Hostile, Drag the Waters, 13 Steps to Nowhere, Floods, Hellbound, and Yesterday Don't Mean Shit are in the conversation. Wow. 9 that we need to trim down to 1. The Art of Shredding, This Love, No Good, Becoming, Good Friends in a Bottle of Pills, 25 Years, The Great Southern, Trendkill, and Living Through Me, and Goddamn Electric. So, let me ask you first, Talbert. Is there one there that's jumping out at you that could round out our list really well?
Go back to the list of those. Personally, just because I'm biased and I think I'm better than everybody else, I'd say 25 years since I said that. No, hold on. I have to think about what I want other people to hear.
Yeah.
What's gonna get somebody into Pantera if they've never heard of them before?
Trendkill.
Pot up Trendkill for me.
Trendkill?
I mean, like I know I can think of like the main part.
Well, it's
But
almost like you gotta wait till he's done screaming and the actual riff comes in. It's like country music on steroids.
Yeah. Like
Angry.
Rebel meets Rebel.
Yeah, without the racist stuff.
Yeah.
I love the staccato thing that they do. The dun, dun, dun. Like they do a lot of like stops.
They were gent before gent.
Yeah, they were.
Gentle.
Yeah, they were gent before gent.
Yeah.
All right. Is there something that's jumping out at you, Andy, or?
I mean, like Goddamn Electric for sure. Like really feels there, but like
Do we want to weigh this against what we have? Like,
yeah,
again,
like that's
Do we care about representation? Looks like we're pretty even here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty even, so that's not really a worry. It's kind of like,
Hey,
you know, I feel like there's ones that I feel like we could maybe cut off of the list, you know, that off the conversation.
That's easier.
It's probably the
actually.
easier, yeah.
That's easier to cut off
Yeah.
shit.
So what doesn't belong?
As much as I love it, I would sacrifice this love.
Yeah, please.
You know.
Thanks. All right, so I mean, I just don't like the song,
Well, there you go.
and it doesn't help because I think you probably had this happen too. You're just noodling around trying to come up with something. You play something that sounds like another song. The
And
other
try to-
guitarist in my band wrote a song for us.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it was this love just the last note was different.
Right?
And he
Yeah, we
swung
had- we
down
had
and
a-
he wrote it, and I'm like, dude, that's his
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, I remember back in the 180 Out days, we had a song that was like, I'm like, come on, this is fucking Cemetery Gates, guys.
I wrote a riff.
This
I
is
thought
like
it was great.
this
and
is like
Jenny
a
Skin.
slightly different
I'm
version of
serious.
Cemetery Gates. Like, I'll just play that solo and it'll work. Come on.
Well, that's why I was joking
Yeah.
around with him. I was like, "Hey, man, I wrote a lead for that song you wrote." He's like, "Oh yeah, let's hear it." And I just played him the floods. I mean, the This Love solo. He's like, "That's not you." I was like, "It's not. It's it's Dime.
It's the song you
It's
wrote.
the song you
dipshit.
rewrote in the stylings of."
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it too, but I never tried to sell my whole band on it. Like once somebody said, "Okay, Shooting Skin Jr.," I was like, "Oh fuck that, never mind."
Well, so
All right. All right.
are we looking at? Because again, we have two from Cowboys.
Mhm.
Is that good? Like, do we want another Cowboy song? I mean, I obviously Art of Shredding was good enough to make two of our lists, but
Yeah.
Do you have
Does it
anything
count?
off of? What do we have off of Far Beyond Driven though? Do we have any definitives from Far Beyond Driven? No.
oh,
See,
we do
Yeah.
not have. So I feel like that just answers the question, doesn't it?
Mhm.
You're
So,
welcome.
it has to be something from Far Beyond Driven.
Right.
So
okay,
what do we
so
got
it
here?
is-
We've got Becoming, Good
Mhm.
Friends in a Bottle, or 25 Years. I had two of those three.
Mhm.
So
I know Andy's gonna be against 25 years.
I would lean towards Becoming.
Yeah, I would say Becoming.
okay, look, I'm an easy sell.
I heard that about you.
Hey,
And I also, like I said before, there's nothing like good friends and a bottle of pills.
so that rounds out.
It
our
leads to
10.
hard lines and
Yeah.
sunken cheeks if you keep doing it, though. See, I can play this game too,
Right.
you rogue.
I'll play your game, you rogue. All right, so we've got Cowboys from Hell, Cemetery Gates, A New Level, Fucking Hostile, Drag the Waters, 13 Steps to Nowhere, Floods, Hellbound, Yesterday Don't Mean Shit, and Becoming. You listen to that and you're not a Pantera fan. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Whoa, dude.
I'm sorry to say, dude.
Whoa.
Talbert, of those 10, which one's the one?
With the
For
bullet.
me,
You have one song of those 10 to give to somebody to listen to Pantera.
honestly, I would give them Drag the Waters.
I don't know that I could argue. I feel like that's the one, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
It has a little bit of everything, and it was them at their prime.
Mhm.
I think Drag the Waters it is. Let's do that since we all kind of it wasn't the first one I was thinking, but the second you said it, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're
Yeah, like
right.
Drag or Floods, you know.
I almost said Floods,
Yeah.
but then Floods doesn't have like all the aggression that Drag does.
Mhm. Yeah.
So let's do it. Drag the Waters is our number one. There we go.
I thought it was bad shit when I fucking learned how to play this simple riff. I never could get the pinch harmonic though.
Drag the Waters is our number one. Cowboys from Hell, Cemetery Gates, A New Level, Fucking Hostile, 13 Steps to Nowhere, Floods, Hellbound, Yesterday Don't Mean Shit, Becoming. Let's let Drag the Waters get a moment in the sun. You should see us.
Oh, we're all mouthing it, aren't we? Oh shit! I didn't even know that. I had my eyes closed, like leaning back, reliving my days
Yeah.
in the
There
steak.
is like a bounce to a really good Pantera song, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it's-
yeah. There's definitely that energy, you know.
So there we go. Drag the Waters is one. We have done it. We have turned you on to Pantera, and you're very welcome, folks.
I just came here to turn you on.
Hey-o.
The trend is dead.
The trend is dead.
I'm gonna have a lot of leveling out to do. For
Yeah, I see
this
me
episode.
spiking a lot.
Be fun times. But folks, we did it. We turned you on to Pantera. You're welcome. If you liked our list, you didn't like our list, there's plenty of ways to get a hold of us. You can leave a comment on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe, rate, give that 5 stars. And then you can talk trash about our list. Like, that would be...
Yeah, let us know how great we are before you bash us.
I'm pretty open to it, as long as you give us the 5 stars first. Just because you disagree with our list does not mean our conversation was bad.
But you gotta belong to it.
Oh, no.
Because yesterday don't mean shit.
Keep it going, Andy. Just keep it going.
There we go. But you
I
can
need
subscribe
more
on all podcast platforms, and now you can give us 5 stars on Spotify as well, which we would appreciate, of course. If you would like, you can go to legionstupid.com. You can listen to the show there. You go to podcast, you click deprogrammed, listen to the show there. Each of these gentlemen's name will take you to all the episodes that they've been on, except for this one, because I have not updated it. I will get there, I promise.
It will be eventually. Once you get that 5 stars, you're going to take
It's
care
true.
of that.
It's true. But it also gets you to our sign-up sheet. So if there's a band you want to talk about, obviously you can't talk about Pantera. You missed it. But if there's a band you do want to talk about, that's where you do it. You sign up there. Tell me what band you want to talk about. I'll get you into the rotation, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out a time. We'll figure out a date. We'll figure out the framing, all that. We'll talk about your band. Sign up. It'll be fun. Also from the Legion of Stupid, you can join our Discord. There will be a link there. You click the Discord. You join the Discord. You come in. You count. We count in there, you know, number by number. No two, you can't do it twice in a row. It's just saying. Also, all sorts of, you want to talk about deprogrammed, you can do that there too. We got a music bot boy, all sorts of stuff in our Discord channel, the Legion of Stupid. You can do that. Patreon.com/ohhi Justin's where you can go if you would like to pledge $1 a month. That would be cool. And it gets you this episode before the rest of the world. It also gets you the after the fact that is about to happen. As soon as I finish this episode, we keep on talking. And as you can tell, it could go anywhere with this group. It could go
especially
anywhere.
Me, dude. I love hearing my fucking voice.
Just saying, the topic of discussion was Pantera, and we managed to get everywhere in just this one conversation.
Almost.
Just saying.
But if you were a Patreon, you'd hear even more.
You'll hear even more. So $1 a month gets you in the door. It gets you deprogrammed before the rest of the world. Gets you all sorts of other audio content. Good times will be had by all. But honestly, the best way you can help this show is by telling somebody that you listen to it. Hey, I listen to Deprogrammed. You should too. I would appreciate that more than the world, or more than words could ever, whatever. Yeah, I don't listen to my show either.
I haven't listened to any of them I've been on. I'm sorry.
It happens.
The ones I've been on. I've even listened to ones I haven't been on.
The
Not
only
all
ones
of
I've
them.
ever done with Andy.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are the best
It's
ones.
like- they are the best ones because you get the dream team together,
dream
baby.
team.
and
So-
then second tier is the Torres Chronicles.
Yes, Fredo. So with that, Pantera, learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.